Riles, talk us through the craziness of yesterday and then the sort of the lay of the land for you and the boys today.
Yeah, obviously there was a bit going on. We had a review meeting yesterday morning, and then we were told that we're getting on a flight to Melbourne, and a few other things changed within that time. But eventually we got on a flight at about 8:45 last night and arrived here in Melbourne after 10 o'clock. So, yeah, it was a bit of a whirlwind day yesterday, but we're all here safe and sound.
How's the morale of the group? Obviously, different circumstances for everyone, but you've got guys with partners and kids and all those sorts of things. It must have been frustrating for a number of guys going back and forth in terms of plans.
A little bit, probably just for those couple of hours where we weren't really sure. But I suppose last couple of years we've sort of got used to being pretty agile and ready to go at any moment. I think it's important we try and keep the competition going, obviously, and obviously the health and safety of the community is really, really important to us. So, we know we have to get this done.
I think either you broke up there or I broke up there. And what's the plan once all the tests come back negative? Can you have a bit of a run around this afternoon, and how important to get back into something like a normal preparation as you head into an important game?
Yeah, no, really important. As soon as we get the test back, hopefully that happens in the next hour or so. We're clear to train. Looks like we're going to have a run around on the MCG, which is great, especially for our young group. A lot of our players haven't even played on the MCG yet, so just to have a run around there will be exciting. And just to prep to train and get moving outside will be fantastic. So really looking forward to that.
How important is this game internally? I'm sure a lot will be spoken about after the club's first wooden spoon last year. That seems to be now a possibility again. How important and how strong is the desire, I guess, not to repeat that, given the strong start to the year that you've made?
Yeah, we obviously want a big focus on winning all our games. We've also got a process of developing our players as well as we can and developing our game style as well. So we'll be putting a team out to win a game on the weekend and keep focusing on improving as a team each week. But, it would have been great to play at Adelaide Oval in front of our members and fans. To be able to play at Marvel and experience that will be valuable to the group as well.
How big's the squad that you've brought over? And with no sample this week at least, is there a chance we could see an even more youthful team over the next few weeks?
Well, yeah, we've brought the whole squad over, so everyone's over. There's a possibility that we might be able to play other teams or other VFL teams, whether two or three teams mixed together. So they're working through that at the moment. It'll be great for the guys that aren't selected to still be able to run around and get some match fitness. So that's the focus at the moment.
I think Matt Crouch was meant to have 2 sample games. If he doesn't have a second to play, would you be tempted as a coaching group to throw him back in?
Well, I'm sure we'll be tempted. There's no doubt about that. I think he played 60% last week. We'll have a chat about Matt. He's obviously very important. We're very keen to get him back in the side. So, we'll have a conversation about that for sure.
I'll let someone else take over.
Yeah, good day, James. It's Justin here. You mentioned that you guys will be training on the MCG, and I just looked up the stats there. You guys actually haven't played there since 2019. So is that kind of a bit of a silver lining that you at least get to train on the venue and expose more players to that environment?
Yeah, 100%. I don't know the number of players that haven't played on the MCG, but it's actually quite a few, which surprised me. So, they're really excited about running around out there and getting it's a different size ground to Adelaide Oval. So, it'd be great to get the whole squad out there.
Cool, thanks for that.
Was there any anxiety with the guys or anyone who didn't feel like going over to Melbourne for the final 4 to 5 weeks, whatever it might be?
It was definitely put to the guys that if they weren't keen to go, especially with family reasons or whatnot, they didn't have to go. But everyone put their hand up and everyone's come over and if there is any, I haven't sensed any. The group have been fantastic. The club have been great at getting everyone together. We've got no choice in the matter to be together at the moment because we can't go anywhere. But no, the boys have been great. Just been watching the NBA finals now. So no, it's been good for the group.
Certainly a great attitude. And sorry if this has already been asked. What sort of the goal for this time, these final 4 to 5 weeks? Are you all together? I guess that can be a great bonding experience. What's sort of the goal for the final few weeks of the season?
It probably is that, just to get that connection with the group. Obviously, keep improving the way we want to play. We have been quite proud of how we've played for most games, our ability to stay in games, and we would just want to continue to do that. We want to continue to fight and be in every game that we play against. We've obviously had some good games against some top quality teams that we still think we can compete against. So that's what we want to see, just that ability to compete and fight and finish off the year really well.
And what did Tom Lynch bring for you guys in the week back? From an outsider's point of view, he certainly straightened you up, and he might be at the latter stages of his career, but he certainly brings a lot to the team, doesn't he? He's
a crucial member of our team. We obviously really missed him. The forward line definitely missed him with his ability to deliver the ball and choose the right option and obviously find the ball as a half forward. So, he was fantastic last weekend and hopefully he can finish off the year really strongly as well.
Thanks, mate.
Just one more for me. Do you guys know what's happening with the showdown in a couple of weeks?
No, I haven't heard anything to update you on that. We'd all love to go back to Adelaide, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. But obviously we'd love to be able to play in front of a crowd as well. But we'll wait and see.
Yeah. So at this stage, what have the AFL told you guys in terms of how long you will be in Melbourne?
No, nothing just as yet. It all happened pretty quickly. So it's really just waiting on obviously the AFL and the states to work through that. So we've come over here, we've packed for a little while. We'd all love to go back to Adelaide sooner rather than later, but we're prepared for anything.
Yeah, cool, thanks.
Hi James, it's Liz here. I'm just after a few little details. I understand you guys are currently at the Como Hotel. Can you just explain the setup there for the team? Are you all on one floor or no public allowed in that hotel, that kind of thing?
We're all on, no, there's no public on our floors. We've got separate floors as players and staff, and then we've got some common rooms that we're using for obviously dinner, breakfast, lunch and dinner and meetings. So, we've got our own area, and I think from tomorrow the whole hotel will be ours to use for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, right. So you arrived in Melbourne at 10 o'clock last night. What time did you then get to your hotel and get to bed?
I don't know, it was probably, I think we got to bed, we came back and met, had a little bite to eat and then went straight to bed. So we probably would have got to bed before 12. Got a pretty good sleep. Had a COVID test this morning and then we're just waiting on the results so we can get out to the MCG and train.
So you don't sort of need to recover after the flight yesterday? You guys aren't too tired or anything like that?
Sleep was important. So the boys had a reasonable sleep and they're all recovering and moving around as much as they can in the common rooms. And we're meeting very soon to prep to train, which we'll do for a little while before we get on the bus and head off.
And what about Day? Do you reckon he'll be back this week?
Yeah, we just had a meeting about that and it seems like he'll be all clear to play, but he needs to get through training. So we'll see how he pulls up from training, but he looks pretty good at the moment.
Do you think there'll be many changes that you guys will make in terms of personnel in this game?
Yeah, I don't think so. Obviously, we didn't play the full 4 quarters we would have liked. But yeah, we have changed the team around a fair bit of late. So we'd like to probably keep that continuity with the group for the next few weeks for sure. So yeah, I don't think there'll be too many changes.
Thanks, James.
Anyone else? Are we all good?
Oh, just one more maybe. after Tom asked about Tom Lynch. How are you finding the development of that young forward line? James, there's been a bit of talk that maybe it's been too Taylor Walker dependent. How do you think everyone's developing, and how's that mix progressing in your eyes?
Yeah, we've had throughout the year, we've had different looks there. I think we want to be a lot more settled, and I think we will be. There's no doubt in the future. I can see us being really settled. It was great to see Darcy Fogarty have an impact on the weekend. I thought he was really good, and I think he has been really good for the majority of the year when he has been forward. He went back to the sample to find a little bit more of the footy, and the most football he's ever got at the sample level, and looked really above the level. So he's actually quite confident, in good form. Riley had a rest. Riley needed a bit of a rest, which was great to work on the things he needed to work on with me without playing and freshening up. So that's good. And remember, he's a first-year player. We've been really wrapped with what he's given us this year. Tex has obviously been a standout. But, yeah, we don't want to be too heavily reliant on Tex. And it is great to have a bit more experience back. I know Lachlan Murphy's only played 50 games, but just getting him back it's definitely helped. And then obviously you saw Tom Lynch on the weekend, who's only played a few games for us this year through injury. It's definitely helped us, and obviously helps our less experienced players, and give us a bit better mix ahead of the ball.
Great, thank you.